So we'll go through the remembering questions and probably some of the understanding questions as well in the 4.2 unit review. I'll use the pop sticks to do that. So have a think about this one. So name the two main types of reproduction. Stephanie. That's it. Sexual and asexual. Blake. Can you tell me a characteristic of sexual reproduction? What does it require? What does it produce?
A male and a female.
Yes?
And a dog.
Yep. And what is it that they contribute to sexual reproduction?
Genes.
They do genes, and they produce what sort of cells? Someone said it behind you there. Byron, tell us. I thought you said gametes, didn't you?
I said denim.
Oh, you said denim. Let's pretend you said gametes. Sex cells, sperm and egg in animals. What's another characteristic of sexual reproduction, please? Jack. In terms of what it produces.
Any unique individual.
That's it. Good lad. A unique individual, different to both parents. Excellent. Asexual reproduction now, in terms of what's required and what it produces. Gemma. Offspring.
Yeah.
Identical to its parent. And I noticed how you said just parent, singular. So how many parents are involved? One. Excellent. So asexual reproduction requires just one parent and produces clones or identical offspring to each other and to the parent. Good work. Okay, let's get to the unit review and do a bit of we do. So I'll read it. I want you to think of an answer so that everyone has an answer. Just in case I choose them, hang on. I'm actually going to choose you randomly today. So list the 3 subatomic particles that make up atoms.
Oh, yeah.
Think about that. Jasmine, can you give me a subatomic particle? What's a particle inside an atom? Any one of the 3.
Nucleus.
There's 2 found in the nucleus, and one of them sounds like nucleus, and it's called, Jake?
Neutron.
Neutron.
Neutron, hang on. Neutron. I'll put Jasmine back in. Mix it up a bit. Jared.
Proton.
Excellent. So write down proton. And there's one more. It's Jasmine again. Starts with E, Jazz.
Electron.
That's the one. We're going to start off doing a few together. Do a bit of we do if you like. The idea is that as we go through them, everyone has an answer ready for me. So I'll probably just cycle around the class today. So, who can remember the name of the process that takes carbon into food chains? I'll take hands up initially. Kyle Passmore. Yes. What part of the carbon cycle? It is, I'll give you a clue, to do with plants.
Photosynthesis. Oh.
Yep, but we'll get our hands on next time. Jared was probably going to say the same thing. So, think about number 2. What's the biological process that removes oxygen from the atmosphere? We take oxygen from the atmosphere.
Respiration.
Respiration. Excellent. Good work.
Chlorine.
So, well done. How am I going to make that into a full sentence answer?
Respiration.
Pretty smart.
Full respiration. Excellent. Have a think about 5A. Carbon's a major part of all living things. We're carbon-based life forms. The question itself is, however, explain how the carbon gets into living things.
This is part of carbon. That's proteins and vitamins.
It is indeed. That's what the carbon in you does or is. It's in that form. But how does it get into you?
Breathe in.
Eating.
Actually, no, we breathe out carbon dioxide. So what's the other?
Eat it.
Oh, yes, eat it. We have to get it from the food we eat. So we either eat an animal, which has eaten a plant, or we eat plants directly. How do the plants get it? We mentioned it in question 1.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis, yes. Explain that point charges create radial electric fields. So Stephanie, how am I going to draw a radial electric field around a positive charge? Describe it to me and I'll draw it as you described.
You'll draw, well, firstly the charge in the middle, like a circle,
A circle.
small circle with the plus, and then draw like a cross coming out of it on at even length, and then between those draw other lines, and then because it's a positive charge, you draw the lines going away from it.
So how do I show that?
3 arrows.
Excellent. So that is correct. There's a radial electric field around a positive point charge. And the other thing to note is the shape of the field. Connor, what does that tell us about the strength of the electric field in terms of distance from the point charge?
The further out you are, the less effect you will feel of that charge. So, like the further you are out, the further you are out, meaning the greater distance between the lines,
Yes.
means the less force they have. Not force, but the less. I can't find the word.
What about the electric field strength? Just
It will have a lower electric field
okay,
strength.
so it'll be weaker.
Yes.
Excellent. And you were talking about force. The force will be experienced by this charge. Do you remember the formula for that? F equals.
Yeah.
Mel?
QVB.
That's in a magnetic field. It's got B. This is an electric field. EQ. Okay, excellent. How would I modify this, Courtney, for a negative charge?
There would be the negative sign in the middle,
Yes.
and the arrows would be facing in towards the charge.
Excellent. So that's the only adjustment you need to make for a negative point charge. In terms of the plus and minus charge, the only difference with the force is what? Is its magnitude different? But the same Q, Tash? Correct. Yep. Trust your instincts, Jedi. What will be different then? Same magnitude, but opposite direction. I heard somewhere there. Yeah. So in other words, this positive.